Enjoy some intriguing movies like Joba, The Ghost, and The House of Truth, Silver, Moms at War, and many more. Tune in to Mnet Afro Cinema pop-up channel from Friday 21st of May to Sunday 30th of May on DSTV channel 198.
Yeah, two times. Conspiracy.
Today, 95.1 FM. Don't touch that dial. Make sure you are tuned to your numeral uno.
Tell me, where's your money now?
Why, y'all, man? I want my little cake out.
No.
I go to put myself in. Make a look at myself. Let me be a love fight. Let me kiss the party. I beg you to use your upper. Before I say now, I'm living the chopper. I go to put myself in. I'm gonna do what more for the matter. Pull don't say hala. So they report on the yapper. Abala, Obula Chai, so she let me climb on that. She coming right on time. She dey give me proto, low. What I really want is your love. We make it on that. She coming right on time. She give me proto, low. What I really want is your love.
I dey raise up, I dey put up, she dey feel, she dey lick up, it dey sweet up, I dey give up, I dey beat up, we sing it down. You nobody know. Say me and you don't, say me and you don't.
Robo, I wanna rap a fight. You can make it with my way. You're to put my play. You dey make it my day. You want to make a man place. I say robo, I wanna rap a fight. Come back for me, get it. Get it up on my chest. You dey make it my day. Come back for me, get it. I say robo.
It is sweet up, I dey give up, I dey beat up, we sing it down. Nobody know. Say me and you don't, say me and you don't. Give me another like a tick in my back. Come for my, really my back. Every time no go do. Can you be on the land? Love you go turn the mattress, not tell me calm down. Make you not tell me calm down. Cause it's in my matter. Let's you go that this matter. Say you go got in the town, not tell me calm down. Because it's in my matter. Let's you go that this matter.
Make way, bad boys coming through. My job, right? Every time I hear the song, it's like another shade of happiness coming over me, alright? Pronto, a Jebel Hustlers featuring Amalay. Very wonderful tune right here on your premium talk news and sports station, Today 95.1 FM. It's another very wonderful evening. All right, it's that show where you get to hear all the latest juicy gossip and trending stories in the world of entertainment. My name is Dave Roberts, your favorite guy on radio, your radio music, exotic dripping with opulence, and it's another time for us to have fun together. All right. And you know it's a Thursday. We didn't get to do Throwback Thursday today because of some reasons, all right? But I would just play with some things tonight. Already we have some really weird stories about, you know, some Nigerian artists who want to get into fights and stuff. Skills and MC Galaxy. I really don't know why. I mean, these guys have been chilled. I don't know if they've done a song together, but they've been chilled, you know, good friends. Skills is not someone who gets into feuds, and MC Galaxy, on the other hand, is not someone who gets into fight, but apparently they're ready to get into the square and just slug it out. I really don't know why. I think we'll delve into that conversation as we get to hear more update, all right, from why they want to get into a fight. I mean, it's trending. Also, some stories about this guy they call the PA, the former PA to Davido, who was allegedly given 100 million naira to keep short, or to say, you know, to pinpoint Davido as someone who someone who was allegedly responsible for the death of a friend at some point. Okay, and he said, the industry is so terrible. People literally bribe you to set your boss up, and he didn't do it. All right, his name is. What's his name again? I'm trying to remember his name again. Okay, Aloma. All right, so his name is Aloma, and he said he was given 100 million naira to indict the music star in the death of a friend. Now, the circumstances surrounding Tagbo's death was what year was that? Okay, not recently though. So a couple of years back, 2-3 years back, where people said mysteriously the friend of Davido died, and they started pinpointing Davido to the death and everything. So, all right, this guy who was the former personal assistant, Aloma, he said he was offered 100 million naira to indict the music star, because of the death of their friend. So he said, as they were in the particular building, a particular lawyer came and said, look, we will give you 100 million naira right now if you just say Davido is responsible. Now I'm thinking, most of you out there now just say, if it's me that they gave that kind of money, Davido will go to jail. It's not right. It doesn't make it right at all. I mean, it's not really cool when you see things that aren't true and you say they're true because you want to get money. All right, I know most people would take that off. I mean, 100 million naira, crazy. Okay, but right now he said the things happening in the industry just prove that the hatred is really big. I mean, it's literally so big for Davido, and people just really hate him for no reason. And that's what comes with being famous. Okay, you don't expect everyone to love you, and expect everyone to celebrate you with you, expect everyone to be with you. But things just happen. But we just thank God for not allowing those whole pressure and everything that came with that. In fact, at that particular time, it was a very big deal. I mean, Davido was literally on the low. People were literally pinpointing him and saying, "Oh, it was used for rituals and stuff like that." And it was the event at that period was like 2-3 more deaths in 30 BG, and it was literally crazy. But thank God for people like Aloma who did not take 100 million. Even if it's still tempting. I mean, can you offer me that? I mean, Davido would still bail himself out. All right, moving on to something else. Right now, DJ Cuppy, on the other hand, who's a billionaire's kid. I think all these billionaires' children should just get together and do a concert, like a charity concert, giving off their wealth or part of their wealth to their loyal fans. I mean, would it be wrong? Now, this is what happened, and I'm really happy that this guy has enough sense to do something like this. So he did a portrait. Okay, he painted a portrait, very wonderful portrait, fine portrait of this lady called DJ Cuppy. He put it online, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's very cool. It's really nice and everything." People really liked it. People started, asking for the price and everything. And the young man, who is a very smart Nigerian, okay, I classify him to be a very smart Nigerian. Guess what he did? Okay, now she saw it and she said, "Look, I want to buy this thing." And guess what? The Igbo man in him came out. Yeah. The brother wants to sell the portrait itself. Guess what? How much? $3,636. All right, that's like it's like how it's like 1 point something million. All right, it's like 1.4 or 1.5 million just for the portrait. Okay, and it's worth it. Okay, coming from the fact that he's selling it off to a billionaire's kid. I mean, 1.5 million is a small thing to her to buy. But literally, he did something very smart, and I think people like this, if you're an artist, like you paint and you draw, it's high time you start targeting people who want to buy your stuff. All right, don't just create stuff and put it out there on the road and expect one person to call. No, target people like Burna Boy. Burna Boy won't give money. People like Davido, who literally spray money on you, or Wizkid or someone. All right, target them and make sure that you sell. Put it online. All right, I'm just giving you some business ideas right now. Put it online and tag them. They'll get to see it, and when they see it, you increase the money, you make money, and they buy. It's simple business. Okay. Oh my god, this is really crazy, but I really like the hustle and spirit in Nigerians. You know, we don't dull. We are always ready to make something work for us. Okay, and I'm still looking forward to the person who will make his painting of me and come and tell me, Dave, it's for you. I really love it. Okay, I've not gotten any. Okay, even if I want to, but I've not gotten any for now. Moving on to something else. Now, Fireboy himself. We've been expecting him to drop something. All right, drop another work. One. Okay. It's like couple of months since August last year. He dropped alongside Burna. I think it was in August last year. And we've been expecting him to drop something, but he hasn't. Okay, he has been just doing singles and collaborations. But right now, he has a new video for the song, Guess What? Lifestyle. I really love that song. It has this very nice storyline to it. You know, it's my lifestyle and everything. People who bother him, people who call him up, people who disturb and everything. But it's his lifestyle, you know? And the video itself was shot by Clarence Peters, legendary. I mean, everyone wants to do. Clarence is really he's really changed his whole game. For some time, I haven't seen his videos, and they don't look. Okay, I'm not trying to sound disrespectful, okay? But it's really different now, okay? Before this time, you could see two Clarence Peters videos, and you're like, okay, these are Clarence Peters videos. Right now, it's quite different. Like, you could see different concepts and different designs. If you really watch Nigerian music videos, you know what I mean. It's really crazy. I saw some recent one. I'm like, oh wait, this is cool. The concept and everything. So it was shot by Clarence, and it's a must watch. I really love the fact that he came up with new concepts and everything. Fireboy is always repping, and we're looking forward to hearing that collaboration with Rema. Fireboy and Rema together, and the song is set to drop very soon, so we're keeping our fingers crossed and expecting it to drop very soon. But in the meantime, I have to go because time is not on my side. I have to go right now. I'm sorry we couldn't play the games tonight. Really sorry. Apologies. We'll get to do it probably tomorrow or next week. Do also follow me on socials. Dave Melford Roberts on Instagram. It's Dave_Melford_Roberts. On Twitter, it's David_Melford. Facebook, David Melford Roberts. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Coming up right now is Area Talk with Buchi Rafua, where you get to talk about things happening in the environment and your society, and your family, and everything you think you want us to know. All right, have yourself a very wonderful evening. Catch you guys tomorrow. It's going to be the last edition of the program. Not the last edition of the program, but for the week, okay? It's going to be the very last, and it's going to be fun as usual. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll leave you to dance with Mayor Koom and LAX.
Where we don't take over
Of Lagos.
I don't wait for this phone. Don't wait for this time. I know they fear the distance. But the money they make I find out. Oh yeah, dance you. Money they the bank the cash you. Dance you. Make me flex and dance about you. Dance you. Money they the bank the cash you. Dance you. Make me flex and dance about you. Me I know the big size. Tell you what to decide. Me I no go fit. Me I just adjust my house. Me they no go bust my bubble. Never lost a fist fight. This house will not be based, but I keep rising. Through the uprising, that is God timing. Blessings from my closest pastor. Blessings from my far. This isn't time to raise some kids. It's time to raise the bar. So I better my go. You know say there is no time. Up to today, you've been on my radar. And do we see I got you anyway? Don't be today, you've been on my radar. And do we see I got you anyway? I don't wait for this phone. Don't wait for this time. I know they dey fear the distance. I don't fear the Where the money they make I find down. Oh yeah, dance you, dance you, dance you, dance you. Money they the bank you cash you. Dance you, dance you, dance you. Make me flex and dance and back you. Dance you, dance you, dance you. Money they the bank you cash you. Dance you, dance you, dance you. Make me flex and dance and back you. The opportunity show, originality them see. When the opportunity show, them see ability they. No need to let shout and party, cause we be champion everywhere. And when we dey enter party, they know say na party plenty. 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 They know say na party plenty.
Wahala for who no dey there.
My dad is happy.
Hey, stop sleeping with that dial. Be faithful.
Remember, you can send your thoughts to 070-1933-9962.
Be faithful to 95.1 Today FM.
You're about to listen to
Get ready! It's the world of broadcasting as Today 95.1 FM brings you entertainment, information, education as they unfold every day.
Today 95.1
Why,
FM.
do you know that I'm necessarily mentioned? When I talk about market, do you think I used to climb back 3 alone in this business?
So, yeah, you say you've not benefited anything from Nigeria.
What has been what?
What was your favorite Nigerian movie growing up? 1, 2, 3. It's like
Yeah.
it took time.
Conspiracy.
Today 95.1 FM. Don't touch that dial. Make sure you are tuned to your numero uno.
Tell me, where's your money now?
Why, oh man? Oh, woman, I'm big.
Most beautiful lady I know, you're everything I need and more. Plenty for the demo, but me I know they see them more. No attention, I feed them more. Oh no, in a nice song, it's a melody, it was sleep for sad. If you can use the melody for so long, I've been running away from love. Last I'm not falling in love. And I'm my song, it's a melody, it was sleep for sad. If you can use the melody for so long, I've been running away from love. Last I'm not falling in love. Anybody way won't fight you, then they come, they already know. I'll be right beside you, like the wall of Jericho. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know what's going on. Wanna get so, wanna get so, wanna get so, my baby boo. I'll be a soldier for you, I'm getting better in Kung Fu. You should know I got you, and you don't need to guide me too. I'll be right beside you in anything that you do. If you ever need saving, I will be running to you, running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you. Anywhere that you go to, running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you. Anywhere that you go to.
When I'm looking for trouble, it's cause I know that I got you. Wanting my best, everybody, oh oh. And it's because of your kung fu. I know the time that I'm out of control. You hold me down, you never, never let go. Yeah, una kiss, my baby boo. See all the battles you'll be fighting, and I'll be right there with you. I may be small but I'm mighty, and I go run up for you. And anybody ways happy, yes, don't be you, pull it up, be alright. And if I ever need saving, I'll be running to you.
Running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you. Anywhere that you go to, running, running, running to you. I'll be running to you, running, running, running to you.
You go there for me, anywhere that you go.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
This is Today 95.1 FM. To copy this tune, press 9.
This is Today 95.1 FM.
Current news and information, press 5.
They are politicians, all of them. They know what they do.
So they know how they attack each other.
And
to stay connected all day, press 1.
The person who raised the alarm is the one who made the public know about
Good afternoon and welcome to the World News on your premium talk radio station.
We are your premium talk radio station. Today 95.1 FM, the station with a unique dial.
To seek for support from River State government after the burial. All I can say is that please, all we want is to allow peace to reign, give him that happiness that as he had died. His burial did not bring embarrassment or shame to him and to his family. There must be unity. There must be cooperation between the Inde family, the Omok Oba, and Oba, because Oba was not just an Oba of Oba land. So the burial is huge. The state will give him a state burial. So whatever is required, please.
Beautiful evening to you, and thanks for tuning in. You are on to Area Talk on your premium talk news spot radio station, Today 95.1 FM. My name is Buchirova. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm wondering how your day went. Well, that's the essence of the program. So you call in and share with us those newsworthy story about what happened during the day, what transpired, what you got to witness, and you feel, oh yeah, this is actually newsworthy. Let's share with the rest of the world. It's of concern to you, then it's of concern to us. And as long as you believe it's newsworthy, please call in to share with us on the program. Whatever it is, if it's a challenge your community is facing, do all to share with us. If it's something that happened that you feel, oh, this is wonderful, the rest of the world should know what's happening in our community, call in on Area Talk and let's get all of that story. Well, the voice you heard earlier was the voice of the River State Governor Nyesom Wike. He said that the late Oba of Ogba land, Chukwumela Obi II, who reigned as Oba of Oba land for 50 years and served 3 times as the chairman of the River State Council of Traditional Rulers, will be given full state funeral. The governor made the announcement when the family of the late king, chiefs and opinion leaders from Oba, Ebema and Doni local government area of the state, led by the king's son, His Majesty Nwachukwu Obi III, visited him at the government house here in Port Harcourt to formally inform the state government of the death of the late king. Governor Wike recalled moments he spent with the late revered king, described him as an enigmatic monarch who made the state proud. And he also said that the state government will appoint people to liaise with his family for a hitch-free state burial, just as he called for peace in Omoko and the entire Oba kingdom. The leader of Oba delegation and son of the late king thanked Governor Nyesom Wike for his developmental stride across the state. Take a listen.
Been 3-time chairman of the state, traditional rulers, served the nation in various capacities. Carrying out the burial of such a person, giving the rights, is not a child's play. Therefore, we are pleading with you. We know all you've done, especially when he was in the hospital, that we need your help, we need your presence in order to give him a befitting burial. That you can be rest assured of the support of our domain. Already you know we are the gateway between the state and our brothers the other way. And our position is prime when it comes to security, which is your chief concern. So whatever impacts on us definitely impacts on the state heavily.
Okay, well, that's it. Well, the governor has done a lot for the state, and well, in some person's opinion, that is. Okay, so before we go on with other stories on the program, I'd love to introduce the wonderful co-host with me on the program tonight. And I have Reliance, Able Reliance. I think it's your first time of joining us on Area Talk, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, welcome, Reliance. It's good to have you on the program.
Thank you.
And
good to be here.
Yeah, I also have the one and only query journalist. She's giving me a peace sign now. Sandra Kenneth, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Bachi.
All right, it's good to have you on the program, though. Okay, you were here not too long ago, Sandra, right?
Yes.
While we talked about the flood issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so recently we all know about the curfew, and for Obiapo and Falga, we all know it's 8:30. You should be indoors. And like I asked some days back, some streets, some areas, once it's time for curfew, it's like they ring bell that everybody should come out and start purchasing what they want to purchase along their streets, along their areas. That's what happens when you go into certain places at night. It feels like there's no curfew at all. Whether it's 8:30, whether it's 9 o'clock, whether it's 9:30, they're still about doing their normal daily activity. And the only time they try to leave their workplace on time would be sometime around 10 o'clock, because they feel like we should just excuse this curfew from 10 o'clock. But 8:30, let's do our business. Well, that's the situation of things in some communities. I wonder what it is like in your area, Sandra.
In my area, it's calm.
8:30, everybody indoors.
8:30, everybody is indoors.
Oh.
Everybody. I think probably it's because of Rules Park. I think because they are doing their best to ensure that they implement that directives from the River State government.
Have you
But from
encountered Have you encountered anyone that was held by this local vigilante?
Yes, I have.
How did it go? Did they get to bail themselves? Because I hear stories that people now bail themselves.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
You haven't heard anything
I've not
like
heard
that?
of anybody bailing themselves. I think probably they'll just keep you there, and by daybreak they'll allow you to go.
What?
I don't know.
That's brutal. That's what's that thing?
I don't know. But the only thing I know is that they are really doing their best. Yeah, they are trying, ensuring that everybody is indoors. Oh, we are all indoors
By 8:30.
8:30. Yeah.
What's the latest you've been home since this curfew started?
The latest. Nothing much.
Like nothing much. How do you mean nothing much? Sandra doesn't want to tell.
She hasn't really been
Probably
yet.
she gets home by 10 o'clock and then she's like, she's one of those my people in some areas that are like, it's 30, go. Reliance, what's it like around your place?
Well, not as much as you will expect. 8:30, people are still around the street trying to buy a couple of things, trying to secure what they'll most likely want to get before it's total curfew.
But total curfew actually is by 8:30.
It's 8:30, yeah.
So they shifted their own total curfew too.
That's the point. Maybe around 9 o'clock or maybe around 9:30, especially days where there are football matches, you still see guys around the streets, within the curfew period of time where they're supposed to be inside, because most of them will have to go to viewing centers, and that's the thing. Some viewing centers are still operating within that period of time because of football matches, and guys will be around trying to see things and see the matches, and afterward they'll come back, so that makes the street a little bit lively. But maybe just after the match is concluded, probably around 10 o'clock or thereabout, then basically you can start thinking about guys being indoors and all that. But
that will not happen in my area.
They dare not.
Yeah.
They will sleep outside.
That's the thing, before 8:30, it's more like people just link the street on and get a couple of things, because there are people like me though who have strict adherence to the curfew, and they try to be indoors as at when they are supposed to be. And there are shops too who don't want to miss out within that period of time. They want to sell.
I guess viewing centers, shops, and certain businesses should be major concern, because as long as they are open, people would always want to go patronize them.
That's the thing. That's
all right, but
is.
did you guys know that in the past 5 months, about 25 police stations have been attacked, some set ablaze? And still in the same past 5 months, 127 policemen and other security personnel have been killed during these attacks within the southeast and the south-south. It's a report according to the Punch. And I don't know, how does this make you feel? 100, it's not 1, not 10, not 20, not 30, not 50, not 100, 125 security personnel, including policemen, have been killed in just 5 months. How does this make you feel? And what message does this send regards security agencies in Nigeria?
Well, first, it makes me feel somehow scared, because it feels like the people who have been given the mandate to protect lives and properties are now being attacked by people we don't know. People I feel do not have an agenda, because if you do have an agenda, you come up with it. And
they're just going on rampage, doing anything
because of what has been happening. I know most persons have been having these feelings of, okay, what the state government is doing is very bad with the curfew and all of that, but with what has been happening, I feel like this curfew for now is the right thing. And because the tension was very high. You don't know who is going, you don't know who is around you, you don't know whatever plans. I just feel I think initially I was scared, but with the curfew, I think I'm a little bit relaxed, one, and then two, I feel like federal government needs to, I don't know if they have to recruit more security agencies, because I'm not sure that our security agents, our policemen are supposed to be 10% lesser than our
the people they
population.
protect.
Yes.
Okay.
So I feel like we need more. We need more hands. We need more weapons, and then we just need more tactical weapons, like things that people who could like get down and do stuff. I'm not saying that our policemen are not trying; they are trying, but they need more. I think more should be given to them, and they also need to understand that when more is to whom more is given, the more is expected of you. And as an individual, I feel like we also owe it to ourselves to protect ourselves by giving policemen every information. Once we suspect anything, we should just give, because right now it is not happening to just one person. It is happening to everybody, because the coffee is affecting them. It's affecting businesses. It's affecting everybody. So we have to try our best individually to ensure that we are good.
I just want to chip in something there.
Sure.
I feel scared. I feel attacked when I'm not attacked.
Because of what's happening to the security personnel.
What is happening? Yes. Because I saw a movie last night. Name of the movie Jaxie, and I saw two lovebirds. They were running around in the night, riding on their bicycle, expressing themselves, their love and everything. Do you know the first thought that came into my head?
They don't know there's curfew. Go ahead, please.
So I was like, can this really happen in Nigeria? Where in Nigeria right now can I go out with, let's say, my girlfriend?
And she won't go with you.
You don't know what time
like, maybe 7 o'clock or 8 p.m. and then we're riding bike, or we're in the field, we're playing love and all that. Where exactly in Nigeria?
To play love with your partner, is that the only concern?
No,
it's actually a very valid concern.
I'm trying to,
because you need to spend
picture.
quality time with your loved one, and
the
if
one.
spending it at night is something, why should you feel insecure about going about that?
So I'm trying to paint a picture where basically it feels like there is nowhere in Nigeria at this point that is safe. Now, if the policemen, if the security agencies are being attacked, they are becoming more scared to even come out than me, that they are supposed to protect.
So who protects you now?
So who's protecting who? In as much as we want to agree that the policemen or other security agencies in Nigeria, they do have their own issues, which probably they try to contend with and all that. The job, the duty of protection still lie in them. So if they are being scared, if police stations are being shut down, they are being scared of coming out to do their work, then what is my fate going out every day and sometimes come back in the night? So it sends that fear down my spine that I'm not safe in the country. No matter where I am, even when I'm inside my house, I don't feel safe, because it feels like the whole security system of the country has been jeopardized because of what is happening. So it's a thing of serious concern. Honestly, feels like insecurity flies around Nigeria, every nook and cranny of the country. It feels like that. And if I feel that way, how much more someone who is down the street, someone who is used to the street more like, I mean,
especially those that have their businesses
running, and sometimes they'll have to stay till, let's say, 10 p.m. Save for the coffee within that period of time, so there's that fear, there's that concern, there's that scareness that the whole security stuff happening in the country, policemen being killed, police stations being shut down. I mean, do you know what that means? If a police station is being shut down, it means no one is trying to maintain law and order within that community. Because, I mean, if they arrest anyone, where do they take the person to? The police station.
And then when it's closing time, we all close together. Well, not to make light of the situation, it's a very sad situation we're in currently. But I would want to believe that government agencies and the rest of them are working and putting hands together to make sure security is being restored. We've seen them moved by the acting IG and several other security agencies. Meanwhile, since we're talking on security, when you're in a particular place and you're being attacked, what's the next thing? What comes to mind? What's the next move? It's to Japan.
If you don't have transport,
no, that's the problem. So it turns out that it was also found that many security operatives were seeking redeployments to less volatile parts of the country. And would you blame them for that? Would you blame them?
I won't.
Well, everybody has to secure themselves
as much as we are.
You know, I met that's 2 years ago or 3. Met a man. He said he's a police officer. He has injuries in his hand, more like, I don't know. He said he tried to not bruise, like his hand was like almost damaged when I saw it with band-aid, blood and all of that. He said he tried to, I don't know if he was trying to service his gun or cock his gun, something like that, and something
it went off
and he destroyed his hand. I was like, how don't they do that? He said no.
He didn't watch the trigger before doing that.
He said the gun was old, and at that point we're discussing. He said sometimes when you're being attacked, the people that are attacking you actually have more ammunition than you
sophisticated ones.
It happens.
So like they are supposed to be scared because they don't have what it takes to attack those people, and even if they do, it is not even enough. They are not enough.
All right. So for you now, there's a challenge with the number of security personnel, and there's also a challenge with ammunitions as well. Well, that's actually another issue, and I think that right now we're supposed to see certain kind of trainings for security personnel, more technical ones, and more technologies being deployed for them to use in addressing crime and security
apart from
issues.
technical training, they also need to undergo moral training.
Moral training.
Well, I think it's important.
It's very important.
It's important. In as much as it sounds funny, but it's important. It's important because I don't want to go back to what we've been through in the country. I mean, with the pandemic coming in, I think the pandemic culminated into a lot of things. We've gone through a lot of things as Nigerians.
Yes, we have.
I don't want to go back into that, but moral training, very important. Psychological training, very important.
Especially for
police
all
agencies. So
meanwhile, go ahead.
Okay, so I love the fact that you said, when you made mention of that, you said more technical training, because there are trainings.
Yeah,
there are trainings. I mean, when SARS was what's the word now? When it was disbanded.
Come on, is that the training you want to?
No, I want to make a point.
Come on.
When it was disbanded, another agency was supposed to emerge.
Come on, you want to make reference to that training?
That's the thing.
The training we saw when they were on white.
That's the thing. So
my point when I say,
is that the kind of training you want to give to them? My point is basically not. So that's what I'm saying. I love it when you say more technical training, because it's beyond parade. Because most of what we see these days feels like these guys are just on parade, and in the end someone is branding it as training, and you want to imagine the opponents they are going up against.
Well, Twitter is a very savage place to be, and someone said this looks like choreography. Meanwhile, the Senate on Wednesday, they're considering a bill that seeks to prohibit the payment and receipt of ransom for the release of any person kidnapped, imprisoned, or wrongfully confined. Now, according to the bill, Nigerians who pay ransom to kidnappers and kidnappers who receive ransom risk 15 years imprisonment. The Terrorism Prevention Amendment Bill 2021, which scaled second reading during the plenary, is sponsored by Senator Ezenwa Francis Onyewuchi. Now, for the sake of time, quickly, let's just talk on this particular one. For me, the questions I would ask from this bill, this proposed this bill that's just scaled second reading, I feel that as much as we know kidnapping is a crime, some family, the question now is, what other option are they left with to get their loved ones safe and sound and alive? Because if you're saying ransom should not be paid, I'm not saying ransom should be paid, but if the family would go in for it and the kidnappers themselves also go in for it, what other option do the families have when at times, when we see what we see happening in the country? Is there enough security to protect them? Is there enough technology to track these people down without harming the person being kidnapped? And then if you go ahead to pay ransom, you are liable of facing
that's what it
15
means.
years imprisonment.
That's what it means. If you pay ransom, if eventually the bill is passed into law, it means you're committing a crime. Now, here's the question, or here's the thing. In this part of the world, in Nigeria, we like solving problems from the branches of the tree instead of coming from the root.
At times, the branches need to be pruned off. Don't mind me, I'm just saying.
But come on, you need to ensure that the root is what's the word, rock solid before you can even think of the branches. Why do I say that? You made mention of the fact that we don't have enough security. In fact, our security system right now is very porous, and kidnapping is becoming a trend in Nigeria. All right, and we don't have security system that can clamp on perpetrators or kidnappers. So
we've seen them do some things, but
so how then do you expect my brother, my mother, or anyone related to me kidnapped? And I can't trust the security system to rescue the victim. And I wouldn't seek for solution. I wouldn't seek for a way to have my loved one back and alive. And me seeking for a way to have my loved one back and alive becomes a crime.
Well, the beautiful part of this is that kidnappers would now know that families would not be willing to pay ransom because they are liable to facing 15 years in prison. So I wouldn't want to think of ransom. So if you're not getting any ransom from me, then what's the point of kidnapping anybody?
No, I think that bill will make us more vulnerable if it's being passed.
Okay,
it will, because sometimes if the kidnappers feel like you won't get like there's no means you can maybe get to them or stuff, they may kidnap one of your person and then kill the person. If they feel like you pay ransom, you agree to pay the ransom, and then you give police a tip off. You are in trouble with the law or whatever. But what I'm saying right now is stopping these things. It is not right. It is not right. But I mean, when you're under pressure of some sort, you get to do things. So you cannot stop. We are the victim. Why victimize us even more? I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to see how this person would come out. What I've understood about Nigeria is the fact that we just don't look at important issues. Instead of saying don't pay money to kidnappers, what would have been said is what have been discussed or read is strategies, and modalities that will be put in place to ensure that the country is safe
and nobody's been kidnapped in the first place.
And nobody is being kidnapped. There are other issues that should be looked into.
All right.
And then
let me quickly add this. When someone is being kidnapped, in some worst case scenarios, it's not just about kidnap, pay ransom, and get the person back. So coming from that angle, do you really think that would stop anyone with evil intention from kidnapping anybody?
All right, like I said, probably the positive ripple effect is that if they know you're not going to pay any ransom, then they might not want to kidnap anybody in the first place, because they know if you pay a ransom, you're liable to face 15 years imprisonment. So are they. The numbers are 0817-0000951 or 0810-951-0951. Call in and share your eyewitness reports with us on the program. What's happening in your community? What's going on? It rained in some parts of the state. It rained yesterday. Did it rain today? I feel like I'm mixing it up. It rained today, right?
It did.
Yeah, it did rain today. So if it rained today and it disturbed your community, or your community got flooded, please do well to call in. Are you in traffic? It's like our latest trend. Traffic is like a normal norm now for some of us in this part of the state. Call in and let's know what the cause is, how long you've been there, and if there's any other routes others can take to skip that traffic. 95.1 FM. Good evening.
Yeah, Eze from Eche.
Welcome, Eze. Yeah, I can. Go ahead.
Yes, the man that is bringing that law, that bill in the Senate, talking about not paying ransom. Anywhere that pay ransom to kidnappers, entitled to 15 years in prison. That is because they have not kidnapped the man. If they had kidnapped the man before now, even he will be the one begging his wife to bring the money. Bring the money, please.
But don't you see that as a way of helping stop or reduce kidnapping in the country?
They have not made law banning their children schooling abroad. They have not made law concerning bandits. They have not made law concerning things that make sense. They are talking about things that doesn't make sense. I just pray that they will kidnap that man.
No, we will not have such prayers.
Making laws against kidnapping actually makes sense.
No, like kidnapping is a law. It makes sense. But what doesn't make sense to me is like trying to victimize the already victimized
kidnapping is already a crime in Nigeria. That's a given. I think the only addition here is criminalizing whoever pays a kidnapper. 95.1 FM. All right, sorry we lost you there. And we lost your call as well. If you can't reach us via the phone lines, you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message to the number 0701-933-9962 to share your eyewitness reports with us on the program. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, I'm Ruben is Virginia.
Welcome, Ruben. Good to have you on the program.
I want to talk about this law that is being proposed by a senator.
Okay.
It is quite funny the kind of politicians or leaders or lawmakers we have in this country. To the best of my knowledge, I know that Nigeria is not suffering from lack of laws. We are suffering from lack of the implementation of the regular laws that we have. Now, we have laws that prohibit kidnapping, aiding of kidnapping, and all other sorts. Why haven't I don't understand. You were seeing somebody, I think some of them have not really tested. Sorry, the manner through the last caller just spoke. I understand his pain. I think he's bringing it from the side of like what happened in Kaduna. If the governor's son was to be part of the children from Greenfield that was kidnapped, he wouldn't come out on the national daily to stand his ground that he will not pay or negotiate for any kidnapping.
But why would you even negotiate in the first place with kidnappers, with criminals?
Let me tell you something. There is something about negotiation that we don't know. Negotiation has both sides. Negotiation, from what I studied and I found that has a talk, a dialogue with the person. Now, in practical, the custom boss made a statement how they've encountered this bandit, and what they do is they negotiate. And when I listened, I was waiting to hear if money was paid. He said they exchanged bags of rice for them to allow them operate in their areas, as in the custom officers. Is that not negotiation? Negotiation can as well resort to what Sheikh Gumi was talking about, giving them amnesty. Negotiation can come in diverse form. It must not end up with money.
All right.
So I am expecting that those lawmakers today should be thinking, now kidnappers are kidnapping because of their lack of integrity to protect our society with the kind of laws they make. Now these guys are on monster. They've kept a monster as a pet. Today it has become a problem that the society is now suffering. Instead of them to make laws that will stop them from continuing to do it and guide government, they are now making laws that will now.
All right.
But it's obnoxious.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in. You know, while we appreciate to get your opinion on certain a conversation, would also love to get your eyewitness reports regarding what is happening in your area, what the curfew is like, generally anything you witness that you believe is newsworthy that should be shared. Please do also share all of that with us. That is the essence of the program. While you also share your opinion on anything we've discussed so far on the program. And just to add to it, still on the issue of insecurity, a fight broke out on Wednesday between the people of Ikot Ofyong and Okoyong Akpap communities in the Odukbani local government area of Cross River State. It was alleged that the people of Ikot Ofyong invaded Okoyong Akpap and killed a man and a woman, and then they proceeded to destroy houses and other properties. A claim the police said they had not confirmed as of the timing of this particular report by the Punch. So an indigene of Okoyong Akpap who spoke to the Punch's correspondent on condition of anonymity said that that's the Ikot Ofyong people, killed a man and a woman. They took the people of Akpap Okoyong's unaware. They burnt down people's houses. The Okoyong Abba people have no idea what caused the fight, in his words. But the state police public relation officer DSP Irene Ubo, she confirmed the incident. She said in her words, the Commissioner of Police Sikiru Akande deployed men. Immediately we heard that information. It has not been confirmed yet if 2 victims were killed. No house was burned. For now, the place is calm. The police have restored calm. We are planning to meet with the 2 communities to have a peace talk. I guess this is where negotiation comes in again. 95.1 of them. Good evening to you. Welcome. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Lost your call. 0817-0000-951 or 0810-9510-951. Call in and share your eyewitness reports. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome. What's happening?
Yes, my name is Afomatico calling from River State.
Good to have you. What part of River State?
Yes,
all right.
Yes, I want to contribute on that law that they have brought out.
While sharing your eyewitness reports, please.
Yes. That bill that I signed, look at what they have done. You see, when someone is being kidnapped, what do? The kidnappers will call and the people will go and inform police. But since they have bring out that bill, when someone is kidnapped, they will no longer get in touch with the police. As long as the kidnapper have caught them, they will not inform the police again. Because if they inform the police, they have 15 years waiting for them if they pay ransom. So what they have done now is that still everything that is happening. So when the kidnappers kidnap them,
No, that's the essence. Do not even pay the ransom in the first place. Report to the police and let them do their job. I guess that's the point, because you don't have an option of paying ransom for any form of kidnap. So it sort of reduces the lucrative nature of kidnapping in the country if you look at it from that angle. Because if I cannot pay you anything for kidnapping anybody close to me, I am restricted by the law not to pay you anything. Then what's the point of kidnapping that person? Because you know definitely I'm not going to pay anything. It's against the law unless I want to go to prison for paying you, which nobody would want to go through. 95.1 FM. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Everett. I'm calling from Choba.
Good to have you on the program. Go ahead, please.
My presenter, first mechanic road that link to Iboko Road in Choba here. Just Choba extension here. You know, they don't have some part here. They don't have one side, reach some certain place, stop. Then the same road, you know, the same road where they tie reach some certain place, stop. The same road is linking to Iboko Road. My sister, as this when they fall now, hey God. And it happened that is in the road where they use fast.
Oh.
Now so me at the match quarter my shoe don't complain. I wish that they should enter that road. I wish that it should enter. In short, I not wish we enter that road because I don't think that road is one somebody like you would like to enter. It's very bad. Hey, my sister, I beg whosoever had that very small one there, I beg make it Kukuma help us start to the side because that the same road. The same road. I don't know whether there is any new model system now that they bring out during this new government where we they see different things now. That they will tar road and release some part. I don't know. I never go school reach that level.
All right.
I beg. Let them tar this road, go reach the end. From there now, we where they manage to use that road, we go enjoy it. Okay. You know this time where police block that police station side. Motor been they suffer, they don't make the road, they use that road, they pass because of the go slow. They come make the road, come go finish. Now, as rainfall.
Everywhere scatter. Oh, sorry.
I beg, whosoever know what to do about that road, I beg 95.1, use your good office. Use your good office You do a very good professional.
Sorry. I think regards that road, based on information, the NDDC are the ones on that particular project. Well, I guess your question is they should, or your reply is that they should extend the road the tarring of the road to the end of it, that one that leads to that police station road. I guess that was what you're saying. Hopefully, I don't know why, because every other street have been worked on. Why is that part not being worked on? I don't know why, but hopefully just maybe something will be done about that. At 5.1 FM, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
Good evening. Please, my name is Dennis. I'm calling you from Igritali.
Welcome, Dennis. How is Igrita?
Very fine. Please, I want to respond to what you said about the kidnappers paying ransom. You said if they didn't pay ransom, that there will be no need for kidnappers to be...
Yeah, because the essence of kidnapping, why it's a lucrative business now, is because they know when they kidnap someone, you would have to pay. So if there's a law in place that stops you from paying, why would they want to kidnap when they're not going to be paid?
Let me tell you one thing. Don't you know that selling human parts are more lucrative than even that money they are paying? Listen, this thing will never work. If they say that you should not pay money, the kidnappers will be selling. Don't you know that they do sell human parts in Nigeria, even in River State? The thing will just push them. If they kidnap you, if you didn't bring your money, they will sell you. They pieces your parts. Buyers are ready, waiting for human parts to be sold. So that bill is a shit for me. It can't work.
I didn't get the word you used at the end, but I think you used the foul word there. At 5.1 FM, I would also advise that when we call in, we watch our language and mind the kind of things we say on air, because you're on air and this is not the time to use certain languages. Thank you. At 5.1 FM, good evening.
Hello, Butchie.
Hello, Mr. Sam. Good evening to you.
Yeah, my lady with the gold involved.
Thank you, Mr. Sam. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, warming greeting to you from my castle here and
Same
your
here.
guest in the studio.
Same here, Mr. Sam. Go ahead.
Yeah. Butchera for, you see. Sincerely, when we look at the issue of kidnapping, when things begin to become too rampant or unusual, I think we should follow it in unusual manner as well. I'm meant to understand that the Israeli, gone in the days when suicide bombing from the Palestinians become unusual in their land, they took a method that if any suicide bomber detonate any bomb or whatsoever, commit any such act, him and his immediate family that are with him or communicate with him within that period of time will be also killed and destroyed. But here, I'm not looking that such should happen, but if any kidnapper is caught, let it be that kidnapper, if he's found guilty, and most especially when he's caught with in the act, let that kidnapper be killed immediately, and let any of his immediate family that is communicating or staying within that period, or any person at all within that period, let such people be sentenced to prison maybe 20 or 30 years. Alongside with him, I think in doing so, kidnapping will be recorded in a less number that we are seeing today that is becoming so rampant. If not, I tell you, these persons who are kidnapping, they have associates, whereby in the neighborhood, maybe where they stay, the people they stay with, one or two things, some they are married, their wife may know about it. So if any woman who knows that is staying with a kidnapper, and he knows very well that if that kidnapper will be caught and will killed, and he and she will go to go and start prison for 20 or 20, 30 years, I think she will expose him. So let it be that people will expose them. So I think, but Buchi, lastly, you see, Buchi, these our policemen and women, they love money so much. So I remember just, I think day 4 yesterday, I was just passing, they used to block road, and I was passing close to a police station because they blocked the road. I was trekking by to see somebody immediately around the area. A policewoman just saw me, and you know what? He saw me counting some good number of money. And he was asking me, do I have case? I should come. Am I going to the station? If I have case, I should come. I was so surprised. So this doesn't mean that they cannot see somebody with money again. It was just as if she's calling customer to come and buy something. I don't understand. It tells that these people, they are not out there to work. They are just for money. You see, I don't know what we will do. Do we do a deliverance service? Let the Pentecostals, the Islamic imam, all of them, let them hold a crusade for police, our policemen and women, and do a deliverance service.
All right, Mr. Sam. All right, Mr. Sam. All right, sorry, I had to let you go so we can take more calls before we wrap up on the program. Good evening to you. Welcome. Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello? All right, I'm sorry. I can't hear anything you're saying. Do well to call back before we wrap up the program. Good evening.
Good evening, Buchi.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
Hey, Buchi, my name is George, calling from Romeo community.
Welcome, Judge. Go ahead.
Buchi, I am so disappointed with the governor of the state.
Why?
Should I take?
I'm listening.
Do you know that the governor of the state has paid late service in development of agriculture in River State? And I told you that Romeo rice farm, which the former governor initiated, and it was working. It was work in progress. He employed a lot of people working there within the MORD. Why is it that this governor has paid late service in abandoning a meaningful project that have the capacity of employing 2,000 workers to 3,000 in the rest?
But they said they are working on it now. It's not something that just happens out of the blue.
I am from Romeo community. That is my town. I am speaking from Romeo. I'm talking to you. I am from that place. I am speaking from that place. Even look at all the unemployment rate, and they are talking about insecurity. When people are jobless, you cannot give people work. When people are jobless, the economy is not really friendly to people. And why won't insecurity happen? See, let us not just beat around the bush. Look at River State youth. No employment. No bursary, even for you to go to the school community. No bursary. No human capacity development. And the governor said, some people will tell me he's constructing flyover. Which flyover? Can flyover give a permanent job? If somebody, okay, Butina, if I should construct a road that is leading from your station now to 2-kilometer road, they'll be saying, hey, Governor Wike is working, Wike is working. Is it what we need?
It will help people from my area to move safely to the other side to market their goods.
What we need are the River State governor and his people, his PDP people and his politicians. They should have a rethink. See, let me tell you, come to Emma local government area. All the road that Governor Wike have done is not even up to 15-kilometer road. Go and ask people. And there is nothing to show in Emma local government. Okay, drive after Choba Junction. When you drive after Choba Junction, you see that we have a lot of land that can from here to our that we have. No person is coming to invest because the governor is not doing the need. He is concentrating only the development in Obiabo. Look at the flyover. Obiabo, his governor is working. Governor, is he hard? The other governor is working. Look at Ben Ayedele. Go and see what Ben Ayedele did in there. Go and see what Akwa State governor is doing. And they are telling me that governor is working. Governor is not working anything. Governor is just trying to patronize his political associates. Thank you.
All right, Judge. Thank you very much for calling in and speaking about Ben Ayade, the Cross River State governor. He's defected to the APC. And someone was like, earlier in the day when the story came out, it was like, is this new? Even if it's just happening today, is it not something that has just been there? And I was like, well, you might think that way, but it's official today at least. But I guess some persons feel it's nothing new. It's been long expected, and others feel, oh, Jesus Christ, he actually did it. Why? But whatever the case may be, all I believe is that whatever action anybody takes, whether in a particular political party or not, it's all for the development of the state and the country. So whatever works for your state that favors your people and Nigerians at large, go ahead. 95.1 FM. Good evening. Hello?
Good evening, my sister.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
My name is Professor Ekiti. I'm calling for United States of Allo.
Welcome, Professor Ekiti. Good to have you on the program. Go ahead, please.
Master, I'm very, very happy tonight to show my appreciation for this, especially this area report.
What happened?
If you keep quiet, government will not hear you. I don't know if you remember the time that I talked about the Hunter group of Nigeria, that I said our government should do something about it. Finally, the day before yesterday, the Senate, they have passed the bill. They have agreed that Hunter group of Nigeria will support to fight the criminal in this country. So I just want to tell anybody, if there's anything that you are lacking in your community, make sure that you carry the thing come to this area report, which I believe that the government, they will listen to you. Then finally, my sister, I still want to beg this PACN. I don't know our offense for this other community, that every community we have life in our law, only our community will be left out. I've shouted, I've cried a lot, because all our business is collapsed. I even a pity for the people that are running it. I don't know how they are making it, because all the gain that we're supposed to get is going for fuel every night, every day. Even somebody that is doing hairdressing, the fuel they are consuming, they are using, their gain is going for the fuel. So I still want to beg them, whatever or anybody that is in charge of this unborn life, they should please do the necessary thing to give us life so that we enjoy. Thank you very much,
Professor Ekiti, thank you so much. I would love and appreciate if you also give us the feedback from whatever happens after you called on the program to complain about certain things, especially when something positive happens afterwards. Please always give us feedback. Professor Ekiti is one of the only person that always shares this feedback with us. Share with others so they know how vital it is to be outspoken about issues you're going through. 95.1 FM. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
Cookie Gampucci.
Welcome, Cookie. How are you?
I'm fine this evening.
All right, go ahead. Quickly, please.
I told you some time ago that the road we got commission at Aka Road only this year, that road is getting bad. As the rain comes, it is getting bad day by day. So I want to, if the commission or the commission of work is listening to me, because before the rain cut off that junction now, please they should come and repair that place, because that road was commissioned early this year, and this is May, a road that was commissioned in the month of January, February. Now the junction to Aka Road, between Iwape Road, the Dumani Road to Aka, the edge there is bad. So I don't know that the contractor did that road, did that for before now, but that road is getting bad as day goes by. So I want to ask Commissioner for Works, please come and look that junction before the rain cut off that junction from the main road. Thank you, Bushi.
Thank you so much, Cookie, for calling in 95.1 FM. Good evening.
Evening.
Hello. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Bushi,
Yeah.
my own area talk.
Let's start with your own name.
Okay, KFC.
KFC. Wow.
Yeah,
Where are you calling from?
from Borokire.
All right, go ahead, please.
My own area talk. Just tell those committee, the committee on fuel subsidy, they should go back and recommittee again, so that Nigeria will not buy fuel 380, 385 or 480. They should go back and recommittee. That's my own area talk. Because it should be painful that 3 refineries, one in Port Harcourt, almost 2 in Port Harcourt, and other places, Nigeria will be buying fuel. So we will not use our past but we will not use them again. They should go and recommittee again.
All right. Okay. Committee, go and recommittee to change the result of the past committee meeting.
I've learned that word.
All right. Go and recommittee.
Go and recommittee.
We have to go now. Unraveling with Gloria and Kalada Kurubatu. Gloria is looking good. Like, I called Gloria's name and she appeared. Lo and behold.
She's going to live long.
Gloria, any eye witness reports for us before we leave? What you experienced during the course of your day while you were going about looking this beautiful?
Rain.
Just rain?
The rains.
It disturbed you?
Yeah, it disturbed me.
Bad or?
Yeah, bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I had spent all my day at home though. I was just busy doing some research and study. So it was only until this. Okay, I just stepped out to get something. Went back in. That was when I encountered the rain, and that was all. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you have for us on Unraveling tonight?
Okay, it's Throwback Thursday on Unraveling, and we are going way back to Nigeria's history.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Oh, there are lots of stories my father used to tell us regarding Nigeria's history and things that used to happen back then. But if I start sharing them with you right now, I would not leave this.
It's a trivia we're doing tonight, and there's gonna be a prize to be won. So
okay, I'm part of it.
Really?
I think I'm interested as well.
I have to share that story. What's the gift? What's the gift?
The gift. I don't need to tell you the gift.
Come on, it's Unraveling, and we all are going to unravel the gift. We are going to recommittee this Unraveling.
Okay, that's why. That's why you need to wait and listen to the show, so you get to know the prize. The prize is 2,000 naira.
All right, Unraveling has begun. Go ahead, start. Introduce the Unraveling.
Come on, be going.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't forget to join us tomorrow on Today's Woman. It's going to be super interesting because you're going to be hearing from completely different sets of persons tomorrow. So do well to be a part of it. Good evening. My name is Buchira Afua. Reliance and Sandra Kenneth did the program with me, and we'll leave you in the hands of Gloria.
And that way you call my name, Gloria.
Glo, because I did call you Glo. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Just stay tuned.
The Unraveling. The Unraveling. The Unraveling. It doesn't get any better on radio.
Please, let's hit the fast forward button.
As we present to you
a program that is centered around the youth, unraveling the happenings in society as it affects the lifestyle, relationships, and challenges of the youth.
with a touch of humor. Join us every night at 8 p.m. as we unravel the unraveling. Only on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. The Unraveling. The Unraveling. The Unraveling. It doesn't get any better on radio.
Please, let's hit the fast forward button.
As we present to you
a program that is centered around the youth, unraveling the happenings in society as it affects the lifestyle, relationships, and challenges of the youth.
with a touch of humor. Join us every night at 8 p.m. as we unravel the unraveling. Only on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt.
This is your premium talk radio to Today 95.1 FM.
Stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. DGA, stand up for your right. One more time. Get up, stand up. DGA, don't give up the fight. You get up, you stand up. Stand up for your right. You get up, you stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. You get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You get up.
Yeah, beautiful tune there by Bob Marley, the legend himself. Get up for your right. What are you getting up for tonight? It is Throwback Thursday on the Unraveling, live on your premium talk news and sports station. Today 95.1 FM. So what are you not giving up on tonight? We will definitely not give up on our history, on our roots. We are so not giving up on that knowledge that we are going to hold on to. We will not give up on that, because definitely there can be no future without the past. So we're just gonna keep on holding on to the past. How you doing out there? It's my pleasure again to be with you on radio tonight. Time check, it's come up to 4 minutes gone past 8. A warm evening to you wherever you are. I hope that you had a great day, you had a fulfilled day. I hope that your day went well. Well, if it didn't, just sit tight and relax, chill, of course. We're gonna have a very great time tonight. Just allow me make your day for you on radio right now. It is Throwback Thursday and we're going down memory lane, the history of Nigeria, looking at some happenings, past happenings that made up the Nigeria history. So tonight is going to be a trivia, actually. You're going to be asked certain questions. Now, this is how we're going to do it on the show tonight. And by the way, we have a prize for the winner. Yeah, we're going to reward knowledge tonight. That's exactly what we will be doing. And then provoke you to have a thought on history, just in case you don't have enough hold on your history. I was talking about history being removed from the school's curriculum on opinion poll 2 days ago. And it was really interesting. I was amazed on how that the people, or you out there, if you joined me on the show, you felt the burden, you felt the need for history to be part of the studies of the upcoming generation, and the kind of imbalance and pain or evil, so to say, that are being met upon these young ones as to not having a hold on their roots, like they do not know where they're coming from. How can you really? Oh, but that's just by the way. So tonight we're going down memory lane via a trivia, okay? You're going to pick a number when you're phoning. You're going to pick a number from 1 to 10. You pick a number from 1 to 10, and then definitely you'll begin to answer these questions. There are 5 questions attached to each number, and you have a maximum of 3 seconds to answer these questions. Now, here are the rules, all right? Stay with me. Here are the rules. Don't repeat the question. Listen to me really closely so you don't make a mistake and start doing things that are against the rules. Don't repeat the question. Answer each question within 3 seconds. Do not stutter. Don't do. I think. Oh, it's tomorrow. Don't do all of that. All right. You're allowed to skip a maximum of 2 questions by simply saying skip. That is, if you probably do not know the answer to the question or you're not so sure about it, you can just say skip, and I'll skip that question. But note, any question you skip nullifies whatever mark you would have gotten. That is to say, if you had gotten, say, 2 marks before then on your the previous questions you've answered, now skipping 1 question means that you'd have to start all over again. Is that clear? And you can try again. You have 1 more chance, so that is in total you can phone in 2 times to do this trivia. All right, definitely you know that we all should know that each true patriot of a country should know the history of the nation. And according to a Jamaican born back to Africa movement advocate Marcus Harvey, he once said, so many issues have been made of the fact that a people without the knowledge of their roots are like a tree without roots. So, are we then trees without roots? Or are we well rooted to our source? Which of these categories do you belong? Now, there is a prize for the winner tonight, all right? Whoever the person that's going to answer all 5 questions correctly is going to win the sum of 2,000 naira, either 2,000 naira cash or 2,000 naira recharge card. The last time we did something like this, that was Confidence who won the prize, and she won 1,500 naira. She demanded, requested the cash instead. She'd prefer the cash instead. So who's going to win this whooping? I like to call it whooping 2,000 naira. on the show tonight. The numbers you can call to be a part of this game tonight. This history. How well do you know your history? And the essence of the show tonight is to inform you about Nigeria, to bring to our knowledge certain things we probably have forgotten or do not know about Nigeria, and to keep us in touch with our roots, to bring back those memories that we probably have forgotten, or some of those things that we probably do not even know. And trust me, you will be so grateful and glad that you listen to the show tonight, because it's going to be an eye-opener. Now, the numbers you can call to be a part of the conversation tonight, a part of this trivia, are 0817 000 0951 or 0810 951 0951. The lines are already buzzing, but just before we go straight up to the trivia, just follow me, okay? I'd like to share with you a few facts about Nigeria. All right? Just a few facts. Should I do that, or should I just go straight to the calls? I say you cannot wait to do this trivia. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this. Okay. I can't relate watching exactly what I'm looking for right now. I don't know. I'm having some kind of technical issues. So I'll just go straight to the calls right now.